Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Claire Colors. We are going to talk about the definition of contemporary arts and the differences between traditional and contemporary art. I hope that you are going to understand the following lessons that we will be taking this afternoon with my examples in Bisaya. Okay, let's start. So my resources are Journey to Contemporary Arts of the Philippines and the difference between .info and walkerart.org. Okay. First thing that we are going to tackle about is the meaning or the definition of contemporary art. The answer is simple. Contemporary art is art made today by living artists. As such, it reflects the complex issues that shape our diverse, global, and rapidly changing world. Through their work, many contemporary artists explore personal or cultural identity, offer critiques of social and institutional structures, or even attempt to redefine art itself. In the process, they often raise difficult or thought-provoking questions. Thought-provoking questions without providing easy answers. Curiosity, an open mind, and a commitment to dialogue and debate are the best tools with which to approach a work of contemporary art. Meaning to say, class, if we are going to talk about contemporary art, it means the art of today, in which there is no definite definition about it. Like for example, ako Kintahay, ako si Artist A. Sa una, magamit ko og mga crayons ra ang akong magamit sa pag-color sa akong mga drawings and sketches. Pero karong panahona, daghan na tang makita nga mga changes. Like for example, gigamit nga mga techniques sa mga artist. Like nigamit sila og mga laser or luminous colored pencils or mga luminous paints, glitter colors, or naapoy gitawag og metallic pens, mga metallic paints nga ilang i-apply adto sa ilahang mga artworks or ilahang mga drawings or paintings para mas ma-enhance ang color. Like another sa field of music, or ang ilang style is mga mellow lang kanunay. Ang changes anang musical technique nato karon is ang uban na anay gitawag og rap music. Ilan nang mixan og mga banda, ilan nang mixan og kanang may pagka-rap dayon mo mellow nya naanay mga instruments nga gigamit. Okay, in the field of dance, sa una mga folk dances ra jud ang available nato sa una nga panahon. That is what we call traditional. And then kung moingon ta og contemporary, kung unsay bag-o atong i-adapt in terms of performance art, sa una folk dances only. Karon daghan na tag styles na ay hip hop, break dance, another kanang parehaan nang naa sa step up, parehaan nang kanang naa sa up nga mga sayaw. Diba daghan na kayo slag styles. O kanang TikTok, isa na sa itawag og contemporary performance art, in which all the artists are allowed to express their feelings and emotions through art, performance art. When it comes to interior designing, uso na karon ang mga paints nga pastel paints or pastel colors, pastel combination of color. Another mga minimalist style. Example, kung ang imuhang bay, ang artist is ganahan og spacious nga balay, wala na siya gitawag og ingon nga exact meaning sa contemporary arts. It's because it depends upon how the artist uses all the techniques he or she learns in order to express his feelings and emotion to produce a very, very productive and impressive artwork. Next, Since its founding in 1940, the contemporary art, the Walker has been presenting today's art in all its forms, including visual art, dance, music, theater, moving image, design, architecture, new media, and many hybrid forms. Sa gikuingon ko na ganina, daghang changes nga na-adapt na nato karon sa bag-ong panahon in terms of visual arts. Ang sa una, ang visual arts paintings nga pareha sa gigamit ni Fernando Amorsolo nga backlighting technique. Karon naa tay realism, like realistic artworks nga mura na jud siya og tinuod nga ni gawas. Tinuod nga tao sa painting sa canvas only nga gigamitan na og contemporary or new technique sa art. Naana po'y mas enhanced materials sa art. Nga, like for example, gamito nila kanang kato akong giingon ninyo ganina. Sa theater. Sa theater sa una, ang backdrop is plain lang, two-dimensional. Pero karon pwede na sila mag-involve og mga 3D backdrops. Like for example, naanay pinaaso-aso, daghan na kaayong mga gipanggamit karon nga mga materials nga mas makakuha or maka-capture sa kasing-kasing ug attention sa ilang viewers or sa ilang audiences. Next, in terms of moving images and designs in computer, sa una, we only have limited designs that we can apply in our projects. Usually, it's more on black and white. But then this time, because of an emerging and continually changing approaches and techniques, na tayo na-discover nga daghan kaayong mga techniques from our ITs ay nga ma-enhance pa ang atong mga designs. And even sa una, bitaw sa architecture, kung maghimo kag plano sa balay, only in blueprint ra jud nimo ma-imagine ang imong balay. Pero karon naa na sila gitawag og AutoCAD, in which you can really see it's going to be seen in your actual house kung naa na ka. You can even manipulate the computer, and you can even enter into your house by the use of your laptop or even in your computer or personal computer at home, in which you can enter into your room, you can enter into your sala or living room, your dining room, and all the parts of your house. Next, new media. We are very much familiar with the changing world in terms of media. We have TikToks, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, in which all the people can express their feelings and emotions. And sometimes we have to think before we do something in social media, because it will reflect ourselves and our personality and personal backgrounds, in which it may damage ourselves. Na, depende na nato. So, kinahanglan careful ta. Next. During your visit, you might encounter a dance in which the movement is barely perceptible, a sculpture in the form of a living tree, or a painting made from nothing more than fabric and light. Sa una, sculpture, di ba? Ang mga sculptures karon kay, sa una kay, lang, pareha sa blood compact. Pero karon ang mga sculptures nakakita mo sa Dubai, na sila'y kadtong sa isa ka mall nga naay nangatagak nga mga unsa tingan ato nga sculpture work oy nga nindot kaayo tan-aw nga naapay waterfalls kintahay nya naay nang lukso nga mga tao, and then naapoy tinuod nga kahoy nga ilang gi-sculpt unya adto na for mga bae, mga tao, mga unsa pa nang porma diha nga maka-imagine ta into something else. Mo na nay uso karon. Next. Example, this is an artwork of Ronald Ventura. This artwork, I guess, won a very, very expensive amount. It's 1.1 million US dollars. Tamasian Ronald Ventura's work, Crack in the Hull, was the banner piece of this year's fair, described as a modern interpretation of the Manunggul jar. The painting symbolizes digging up the past and linking into the present. So, digging into the past and linking into the present, in which before and today are connected to each other, just like um, our past will always be a part of our present. Kung sa kinabuhi pa na, dili ka mahimong ikaw kung wala tong imong mga memories sa una. Nga nakapalig-o nimo, nakapa-discourage, pero nakapatabang nimo aron mas ma-enhance pa jud ka. And Ventura currently holds the record of the most expensive sale of the contemporary art in Southeast Asia. His acrylic and oil on canvas painting, Gray Ground, got a bid of 1.1 million US dollars. Another example of contemporary art is this. Please click. Daang Ligid Cruz in 1996 is Schilios Earthly Award-winning work. Okay, Schilios Earthly Award-winning work illustrating the artist's interest in folk religion, survival, and salvation. Image courtesy of the artist. Loob invites a world of implications which are faith, will, and character, and everything that isn't seen but only manifested through things that are. Okay. It talks more about religious practices of the Filipinos and even the Catholics, more on Catholic religion. Okay, next. Traditional art. Traditional arts are a kind of arts which are a part of any culture, skills, and knowledge of a group or generation of people. The people of group generally belong to the historical era or times. These art forms, comprise of anything done with the hands, such as painting, printmaking, and sculpture, among others. Like, for example, weaving. We are doing it manually, handmade. Nang mag-weave ka gikan sa mga ang imong sinina nga barong gikan sa Davao nga gamit ang mga hibla sa mga or strands sa kanang pinya. O di ba? Gi-weave na siya tagsa-tagsa mo nang expensive na siya class tungod kay with effort man jud na siya sa artist. Ikaw daw magtagsa-tagsa og mano-mano og kuan sa arrange sa mga strands sa pinya niya imong himuong sinina. Syempre kapoy kayo. Kapoy gani mangguna kana pa bang magtagsa-tagsa og kuan. And then another is pottery. Pottery. Some other people are very much enthusiastic to when it comes to pottery. Like for example, many people will buy jars, huge jars, to decorate their homes, and it sometimes costs millions or 100,000s, depende. And kanang mga kaang, mga clay pots, those are examples of pottery. Those are examples of traditional art. Another, sayaw. Sayaw sa una nga mga tinikling. Okay, sayaw sa una nga mga tinikling. O, di ba? Mga unsa pa ng sayaw nato sa una. Karenyosa. Those are pandango sa ilaw. Those are examples of traditional art. And then, pagsusulat. Writing a piece of poetry, balak, o tula. Sa una, ang atong balak, example ana is kang Carlos P. Garciang babaeng Pilipinhon, di ba? So kung moabot pa ka og contemporary art sa ana, mo na gitawag og nanatay gitawag og spoken poetry. Palahi na kaayo expressive siya pero lahi na ang pagkapahiluna, pagka-plastar o pagka-istorya. Next, the traditional art reflects the art forms of previous generations, their lifestyles, thoughts, and belief. The traditional artists do not try to focus on the materialistic ideas or views, but on the usage and the concept behind their usage in creative form. Wala na siya nagmatter sa unsay gipang gamit, gipang mga techniques nga gipanggamit, mga art materials nga gipanggamit, as long as maka-express sila sa ilang katibuk-an, sa ilang kasing-kasing, kung unsay na silang kasing-kasing, mahatag ninyo. Like for example, kung padrawingon mo nako anything that you want, that reflects your current emotion. Unsa kay ma-create ninyo? Unsa kay mga materials nga gamito ninyo? Unsa kay techniques nga gamito ninyo? Unsa kay mga principles and elements of art nga inyong ma-apply adto, diba? Makita na nato later on. Next, example, painting, oil painting. One method of painting that Filipinos use in oil painting is oil painting, This method was introduced as early as 16th century, which was influenced by the European traditions. It was first used as a propaganda to spread Catholicism in the Philippines. These paintings usually appeared on church walls, which features religious figures on the Catholic paintings. By 19th century, Philippines deviated from the religious motifs and turned to a more secular art. Okay. Di man mabasa. Okay, another example is pottery. As what I have said a while ago, pottery. During the Neolithic period, Philippine pottery was used to suit individuals' household needs. One of these potteries include palayok. Kani bitaw kun? Napa man ang kun, di ba karon hangtod karon na pa nang kun mga sugangan. It's a handmade product made by clay. Okay, kanang kun ba, kanang ununan bitaw nga lami kaayo ununan ug isda, kana humot ingon si Arjen. Okay, jars. Another painting, soil painting. Kakita mo nang soil art, soil painting. I-arrange niyo ng mga kuan niya na kanang suga sa ilaw mag di ko kamo ana class. Nakita na siguro mo ana. As many artists use watercolors to paint, the tabanding, an indigenous people of the Manwaon tribe used soil for painting. Banwaon, This method of painting was introduced by Saway in the Talanding community in the year 1995. With the soil that they use, their artworks are in tones of browns, reds, and grays. The pictures depicted on their artworks are pieces of their tribe's life, beliefs and practices, and their close association with the land. Weaving, as what I have said a while ago, magbanig. Kana inyong ihapin sa inyong floor para bitaw adto mo sa inyong lula sa una bangabay, in which all your cousins are there, and then all of you will sleep together in a banig. That is very, very nice experience, diba? Memories. Weaving banig is a major part of Philippines art and culture. Filipino weave different kinds of things such as slippers, hats, sabang ako nga dogs, bags, hats, mats, parehaan ng kalo nga gamiton sa pagpangani, diba? Kanang ilahang gamiton nga itong gantangan. Sa una, anha isod ang mga bugas. Okay, next. Okay, this is a chart in which it shows the differences between contemporary art and traditional art. The short description of contemporary art. Contemporary art is an art produced at the present period of time. Traditional art is a folk art which encompasses the art produced from an indigenous culture, peasants, or other laboring tradespeople. Okay? And contemporary art, the ideas reflected is that they reflect modern ideas and thoughts which are subject to implement the change in the society. They are more on expressionism. They reflect modern ideas kung unsay kayang ika-apply, kung unsay nindot nga i-apply, kung unsay naa huna sa artist nga sa tan-aw niya nindot. O kanang like for example sa kinantahan ni Moira, wala man na sa traditional art. Karon naa siya'y nindot ang iyang tingog lahi ra jud sa una nga kinantahan og styles and techniques nga maka-capture or maka-captivate sa kasing-kasing sa mga kasagaran broken-hearted nga mga tao para mas maka-relate, maka-express sa ilang kaugalingon. And traditional art, they reflect the ancient ideas and thoughts in order to represent their standard of living to current generation or people. It shows the tradition and the practices of before. Then represents contemporary art represents anything and in any medium. In contemporary art, we don't care about how we do it, what we used to do it, as long as we can express our feelings and thoughts and ideas and emotion. Any materials will do, anything that we can see around, any resources is fine. Next, in traditional art would be representational painting or sculpture. Parehas ng mga Rizal, monument ni Rizal. Blood compact. I Shall Return. Leyte ni MacArthur. An artist's type in contemporary art, the artists here are modernized thinkers. Kung unsay nindot, unsay tan-aw niyang nindot, mo dyan na iyang buhaton. Di na mag-care og unsaon niya. Basta kayang iyang gustong nasa nauna matuman. Ang traditional art, the artist here belong to a specific group or community. Mag-agad siya kung unsay norms sa iyahang community practices. And examples of contemporary art, the heart haze, corn stalks, the copper beech, the ridge path, and autumn fall, and etc. etc. And traditional art, Indian famous art forms like the Warli art, Gond art, Tanjore paintings, miniature paintings, and Madhubani, and etc. And that's all for this session. Thank you very much, and God bless you always. I hope you understand, and please subscribe. Thank you.